He's so bored. James, honey, I'm sorry. We're getting to you. We're getting to your diagnosis. Everything has to be about you. Okay. Patient 50. Initial symptoms. Sudden outbursts of aggression, which would fit what we're not going to talk about. Visual and auditory hallucinations, which would fit this entire game, where the Silent Hill around him may not be real. It may not be the real town, but even whether it is or isn't, his Silent Hill looks and sounds different from Eddie's, from Angela's. Whatever monsters or manifestations they're seeing, they're each seeing something different. So in that sense, you could say they're all having hallucinations. Current diagnosis. This is where I pull up something to read to you. And I'm so glad we're not watching James sit there and fidget. Bless his heart. Current therapy is considered effective. What therapy was that? Someone on Reddit, and I will link to this, found documents hidden in the game files that you don't ever actually see or pick up or find. And you can see the images. I've linked to them rather than just completely run off with them. There's a case number 14635. I don't know if this is meant to be patient number 50 or it's a completely separate patient. It does seem very James. 2 entries. November 17th. The patient is responding well to the new therapy. It's actually astonishing how quickly he took to the surrogate. He's completely engrossed himself in the scenario. November 21st. Sometimes I wonder, is it wrong to fight a delusion with another delusion? The daughter, whose death he blames himself for? The daughter he never had? So I give her to him. He seems happy. Perhaps that's all that matters. Okay, so this raises so many questions. So many questions. Not even trying to connect this to James specifically. I do think it's interesting that Laura is sort of a potential daughter figure. And they did say a daughter instead of a wife. And we're going to see something later in the prison, a puzzle involving gallows. And there's also an answer in the puzzle involves a father and a daughter. And maybe this is partly to not make it so obvious that it's James, a wife, But you immediately have to ask yourself, what surrogate are we talking about? Did they give him some young child to play pretend? Did they give him a large doll? Like, what is happening here? And I don't think they ever specify what this means. I don't want to spoil Shutter Island, but it might be something. There's sort of a, can you accept your responsibility? And if you can't, do you want to give in and have a medical treatment that will help you not ever have to think about it again? It's really, I haven't read the book, but it's a really interesting movie. Again, this, and I have the text of this on Beneath an El Moon, so you can actually see it. It's just such a disturbing, and I'm sure that's why they don't give us specifics, so they don't have to work out how that would work. But you do wonder when it says current therapy is considered effective. Are they referring to this daughter surrogate therapy? I don't know, but it's super interesting that somebody found those image files in the game. I don't know if if the devs intended to do something more with them, or they're just a really deeply hidden Easter egg. I don't know. But under current diagnosis, it also says unprovoked outbursts declined, social interactions improved, and all of this is struck out. What did I miss? I love that comment. And then recommendations. Continue with the current therapy. We don't know what that was. Daughter, I don't know. Different patient, who knows? Water has a calming effect, struck out. It used to. So what did we do in the last video? I'm genuinely trying to remember. We went to the swimming pool and we got this patient's ID bracelet, right? And so there's the whole thing about how there was an incident where he freaked out, patient 50, freaked out, tried to run away into the garden, which takes you through a small greenhouse. He seems to have broken some glass and accidentally cut himself and nearly bled out. That seems to be what they mean by it used to have a calming effect. This has been amended after that incident.